Hi all you lovely people, how are you all doing? In my last week's video, I had asked you a question. Which is stronger, mental strength or physical strength? And this week, I'm going to be addressing the answer for it. So stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, I'm Anjana Varma and I'm an emotional wellness specialist. I'm certified in emotional intelligence, NLP, body language, and even personal fitness training. I'm on a mission to help people fight emotional stress. Please do show your support by subscribing to this channel, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. All of us have a certain fear and awkwardness that is stopping us from doing what we want, right? There was a lot of mixed response about my last video where I'm pushing a 1-ton SUV, and many of them thought that I had done some fancy editing, and many people thought that somebody must be pushing the SUV while the camera is focusing on me. So a lot of skeptical responses I got for my last video. Now all these thoughts come to our mind when we see something unbelievable, because we always gauge ourselves with others. If we cannot do something, then they cannot do it as well. This is one of the most common unconscious bias that we all have. We distance ourselves from those who are not like us. But that's not a bad thing, as this unconscious bias has actually kept us alive for millions of years from Stone Age. But isn't it time that we change this kind of unconscious bias? Why is it difficult to believe that the word impossible belongs only to the dictionary and not in our minds? Even I had the same thought when my husband challenged me to push the SUV while the initial video was a smaller car. That is the actual video that I was supposed to post. When he told me to push the bigger car, I was like, no way, it's impossible for me to push such a big car. Then he asked, what will happen if you just try? Are you going to lose anything? And I said, of course, yes. People will laugh at me who are watching me failing trying to push such a big car. And immediately he asked me, so what? Are they going to come and feed you, or are they living with you? They're just going to laugh for 2 minutes and then they're going to just forget about it. Then I finally gathered all my courage and pushed that big car, but it did not move. It was terrible. I felt so bad. But then I immediately thought in my mind, okay, I'm going to give 3 trials, and if I fail all the 3 trials, I'm never going to touch that car. So I tried again the second time. It still did not move, and I was like, oh my god, people are going to just laugh at me. I'm like failing terribly. And then finally in my last try, I rocked the car, like push it and rock it, and then the car started moving, and I was like, okay, I gathered some confidence. Because the car is moving, I was gathering more confidence. Okay, not bad, I'm able to push it. So I put in more effort, and then finally the car started moving. So it was more like both of a combination. The more I tried to push the car, the more confidence I gained, and then that confidence propelled me to push the car some more. So it was like the more wind I got as the car was moving forward, that gave me more strength to push the car. That is, it in turn created an action. This is the same way in our lives. We can find success in whatever we are interested in, but we just have to find a little bit of confidence and grit to try it. The more you tell yourself that is too hard for me to do, or no way, that is impossible to do, you are fooling yourself and stopping yourself from an opportunity in your life. For us to let go of this unconscious bias, we have to first understand that it is our fear that is stopping us. Now I want to tell you a story about an elephant and his imagination. The elephant's name was Rangan. He was found by the forest guards when he was a baby, lying next to his dead mother, who was killed by the poachers. The forest guards took Rangan over to their shelter and started taking care of him. Rangan. Then a mahout, who's an elephant caretaker, was asked to come from the nearby village to take care of him. Rangan was a very naughty elephant and he used to love pineapple. So there was a pineapple field next to the shelter and he used to try to sneak into that field to eat all the pineapples there. So the mahout, what he used to do, he used to tie Rangan up with iron chain so that he can't break free the chain and run into the fields to eat the delicious pineapples. As time passed by, Rangan became this massive, beautiful tusker elephant and his mahout started tying him up with just a rope, not a iron chain. Many people used to come to the shelter to have a look at this massive, beautiful tusker Rangan. One day, a man who came to see Rangan asked the mahout, "Why have you tied this massive, big creature with just this puny rope? Isn't he just going to move his leg and that will snap and he will be free? Aren't you endangering everybody's lives?" And the mahout replied, "No, he's never going to break that rope." As in his mind, that rope is actually an iron chain. From when he was a baby, I used to tie him up with an iron chain and then he used to try to break free from it, but he was never able to do it. And after a while, he stopped trying to fight and break the chain. And now in his mind, he just thinks that the puny rope is the same iron chain that I used to tie him up when he was a baby. This is the same way we give up in our lives. We believe that the things that are holding us back is much stronger than us. But if only we can just try once, we will know that we can achieve great success. So coming back to the question which I asked in my last video, which is stronger, mental strength or physical strength? And the verdict is, drum roll please, mental strength. That is what gives us the first push and start the momentum for the action to start. That is why when we feel depressed, we have no motivation to do anything in life. So the more stronger you are mentally, the more physically stronger you become. So on that note, thank you for watching. Take care, stay blessed and be mentally strong.
If you like this video, please share it with someone who would benefit from it. Thank you.